Can you tell us about the new album coming out? What can fans expect?
Yes. Actually, my first single will be released January 20th. That's on all digital platforms. The first single is Superhuman, and then Banger's going to come right after that, like 2 weeks later. The album is actually called The Rebirth, and I think everybody will be feeling this song, my first single, Superhuman, because it kind of demonstrates, you know, if you take a fall, or whatever you're going through, if you're in a domestic violence relationship, hell, if you just go to work and having a bad day, it's basically, you know, pick yourself up, shake whatever it is that's got you down, shake it off, and keep it moving. Because, you know, within us all, we are, you know, are superhuman. We can accomplish and overcome anything. All we got to do is put our mind to it and make it happen and keep safe.
This is a Jmix exclusive.
I met Tupac. Actually, I was standing outside waiting on my car in valet on Sunset Boulevard. It was me and myself and my nephew. And I don't know, this car just pulled up on me. I seen this car doing a U-turn, and I didn't know what it was about. Being from Detroit, you know, somebody pulling up on you like that, I'm like, you know, I'm alert, like, what's going on? And he jumped out the car, and, you know, he asked me, was I D? He's like, you D the Maverick? I said, yeah. He said, what's up? He was like, man, get in. I got something for you. So, you know, I was like, kind of leery with that. And my nephew was like, man, go ahead. He said he got something for you. That's Tupac. So I was like, okay. So I jumped in the car, and he kind of like pulled down and this under the parking structure at a Hyatt, and he was just telling me that he wanted me to. He told me James Michael Marshall. He was a director at the time. He was shooting some kind of film for Tupac for HBO, and Tupac had told me he wanted me in the film, and I was going to be co-starring with this girl named Yanni. And he was like, you know, and you're going to save my life. You're going to save my life in the movie. So he was like, I just want to tell you all about the movie, you know. He pulled out this weed, asked me, did I smoke weed? I said, yeah. He was like, man, I love you. I want you to be a Thug Life. He asked me who was my manager. I told him he was upstairs in the room. We went upstairs, and my brother at the time was my manager. He came in and, you know, told him everything that they're all about the movie, what he wanted me to do. He asked me, was I signed to Russell? I said, yeah. He was like, well, I want you in Thug Life. He was starting his own label, Machiavelli. And so I was like, damn, wow, I was so honored. And I was like, that. So when he left, I was like, well, damn, he want me to do all of this. You know, let me see, what can he do for me? So at the time, you know, because I was recording, I was like, well, I want to see jump on this track. I had a song called Bad Boy that I was going to the studio to record. And actually, Bad Boy was from, I had wrote it from, it was like I had wrote it for James Michael Marshall for a soundtrack. And Tupac, I was letting him know. I said, well, actually, I'm doing a song called Bad Boy for James Michael Marshall. I was like, can you jump on that song? And then in return, I can be in a movie, do all of this you want me to do. And so he was like, bet. When you going to the studio? I was like, it's tomorrow night. So we went to the studio, and shit, I didn't think he was going to show up for real. Man, he showed up and showed out. He went in there and laid his verse. He said, D, let me hear what you got. I had 2 verses, and he went on ahead and wrote his verse right then and there and jumped on it.
This is a Jmix exclusive.
What up, shut up?